July is finally here, and that means that we get to sell some crops we've been sitting on for quite a few months. We also get to invest in a new factory and harvest the biggest field on the farm. While waiting on the fields to dry just a little bit more, we're going to go and load up the trucks. But before that, we're going to do some spraying. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Welcome to the home state homestead, everybody. This is Driver 53, and I am in Alma, Missouri, here on my granddad's farm. Well, technically my farm now. He's moved off to Florida and left me to let this farm be built into the biggest farm that it can. I'm well on my way here, but I gotta make a little bit of money this month so I can invest in the future. A couple different crops that we're gonna be selling off here today. Got some dried corn and some money beans. Yes, money beans are gonna be getting sold off today. Super excited. I've been sitting on these crops for quite a while, and it's time to finally make a little bit of money so I can invest in either equipment or more property. I'm not against getting some more property. That way we just have more crops that we can actually make money on every single month. Or I'm doing that, I've got to finish getting all of these fields taken care of and the weeds. I do not need the weeds in the fields. They're going to be a big problem if I let them stick around. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out these other 3 fields. It's really like 2.5 more because this field directly in front of me, we did a really good job of keeping the weeds out of most of it, or part of it. You know, a little bit of it needs a little bit of work. All the fields are sprayed, and still waiting on the crops here to get just a little bit more dry before we hit them with all of this equipment right here. So let's go make some money. The last of the soybeans going in the trailer right now. I'm going to be taking this into town and then picking up the rest of it over at the corn dryer because that's where it's at. We left it there ever since wintertime. We sold half of it off, and now we got to go get the rest of it. And I'm going to go and take the back way here so I can show you guys exactly what we've got going on over here at the extra extension part of the farm. As you can see, we got all of our silage bales over there. They're still fermenting. We've got a bunch of pallets coming out over there at the wood production. The buildings are getting full, guys. We've already moved some pallets over, and the bales, I think that building is going to be completely full by the end of this harvest. And I've been looking at a couple fields around here that I'm thinking about buying for our expansion. Now, I know this one here is not necessarily the easiest one to get to, but it's also not the most difficult. It's got some pretty good soil from what I understand. It's not everything. It's just this one field right here, or the one right here on the other side of the bridge. So this would be a little bit of a challenge with some of my equipment, but this one here, it's kind of blocked off by the creek and the road. So there's really just what it is. I mean, these over here, from what I understand, aren't that great. Can't really do much with them. And the same thing kind of goes for that one there, but this one here, not bad, but that one over there, that one's a really good contender right now. And I cannot wait for the fireworks that they've got going on here this month. It's 4th of July, right? So we're gonna go ahead and turn here. I'm gonna try and get down into this other spot down over here without any hiccups today. Last time I sold my grain at the wrong place, but I think I'm going to the spot here on the left because that over there goes to the train. And the other one, yeah, the one that's going straight ahead over there, that's the one that's going off to it's its own sell spot, right? So we don't have to load up a train or anything like that. But we're gonna be all good to go here. I'm just gonna pull straight in, unload, make my money, go get some corn, and then we're gonna go see what we can do about investing. How about a little bit over $144,000, y'all? That is an insane payday. Now let's go grab this dried corn, take it over to the popcorn factory because I think I'm going to end up buying it. Yeah, I think we're going to end up buying it because it's a great sound investment for the farm. I think I'm going to have to go in here and talk to these guys because I don't know where they're going to want this dropped off at. Say hello to the brand new owner of the popcorn factory, y'all. We ended up with about, what, $320,000, something like that. I mean, I don't know. It was an insane amount of money that we ended up with, and we bought the factory. and I didn't have any butter, so I went and made a deal with the dairy and got some butter in there as well. So I've got $268,000 left. That's not quite enough to get the piece of property that I really want. So we're going to go take a look at the sales ads and see if we can't find some equipment and then maybe get the land later after we sell all these crops that we're harvesting right now, because a lot of the stuff we can't sell until the winter time. That's its peak. And I've got a lot of money invested and tied up in silage. And I think we're probably going to get at least one more cut off of our fields for the end of the year. I don't know how, but somehow the workers are working in unison here. I'm in the grain truck right now. Got another guy in the cart, got another worker in the harvester, and the third one over in the swather. It's working. They're working together. There's no arguments. I mean, there's a little bit of chit chat on the radio, but for the most part, it's working really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this thing up here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull forward. I think I'm gonna have to pull forward a little bit for them if they don't quite have it completely empty. Guys, this is great. I'm loving it. So the harvester's barely made 2 laps around here, and I've already got the first trailer. Guys, this is gonna be a massive haul here. I mean, wheat is a pretty good yielding crop, but apparently we did some things right in that field. We are not going to have a problem with our yield totals at all. So I'm going to go put this here in the silo, and then I may actually give a 4th worker a call. Yep, I was able to get worker number 4 out here in the field. They're doing some baling for me, and I'm going to go ahead and run the bale collector here. That way I can run it along the road and over into the storage building that we've got over there in the other extension part of the farm. Guys, 4 workers and me, 5 pieces of equipment, all working together. And ooh, I need some more power. And that right there is worker number 5, y'all. I cannot believe I've got this many workers here on the farm today. I mean, they've got a simple task. Just go around, pick up some bales. Y'all, I've got a little bit different of a problem now, and that is that my silo isn't very big at all. We are about 3/4 of the way full on it, and we're not even like a third of the way through with this field. So I've got a pretty big problem. I got to call into town and see if I can actually store some of this over at the silos there for the train. Hey, would you look at that? He's doing pretty good. Yeah, making the turn. All right. Only like 6 or 7 more trips like that. Granddad said you got to spend money to make money, and boys, did we spend money today. I've got a brand new to me Case IH Magnum and a New Holland T7 sitting right over there. Guys, what happened is, you know, I made some phone calls and saying that I was looking for a little bit more power here on the farm, and the local dealer said, hey man, I actually know a guy selling a couple rigs. And I said, okay, you know, let me get in touch with him. Well, the guy gave me a call, and I said, bring him on over, right? Heck of a deal. I mean, I'm down to under $50,000 now, but I've got a lot of grain here that we are going to be able to sell. I'm not too worried about it. We're going to get our money back. I might have to put a little bit of a halt on getting some property, but it's good to have some new equipment. Lunch break is over, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up these bales. I want to use this new... Oh, look at that. Look at that. I just straightened that bale out. Absolutely perfect. This push bar on the front of this New Holland T7 right here, this is going to be great. Going to be absolutely great. I'm not going to have to worry about trying to get, you know, attacking these things from all different angles. I mean, watch this. Watch this. It's just going to boop. Oh, perfect. Yes. I'm loving this thing already. And it looks like the worker is enjoying the new Case Magnum as well. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful teamwork right there. I love this color too. I never thought I'd own Y Tractor. These things are sweet. Got another load of grain here, and this is going to be the last full one that I get to put in the silo. Yes, I have completely, or we have completely packed this thing full. And I mean, I've still got to get through the rest of this season for harvest. So like I mentioned before, I made some calls and I'm going to have to go and start delivering this stuff up to the train silo up there, or I'm going to have to build me some more silos here on the farm. Not sure exactly which one I want to do. I mean, I'm going to have to store stuff today, but maybe over the next couple months, I can put in a few more extensions right here. The harvester's only got just a few more passes, so hopefully I'm only gonna have to take like one load over there to the silo, because I've got the other worker out here in the old case again making bales for us. I'm picking them up. Should have, I don't know, maybe two and a half more loads here. I have a lot of product to sell here in the wintertime. I can guarantee you that. Well, that's a wrap on a wheat harvest. 193,000 liters, y'all. That is insane. That is how much wheat I have now. I'm going around the outside here. Going to go up here on the main road and take this over to the train silo. Nah, scratch that. They wanted $10,000 a month for me to store my grain there. And like, I've only got 20,000 liters of grain. I mean, it was like a bulk thing. Like as much as I wanted to, I could store it there. But I don't need to right now. I think I've got enough time to be able to get some silos put in right here. So let's go make some phone calls. Guys, I'll see you in August.